Today we are beginning the search for the best breakfast in Disney World, so we're starting with a fan favorite. Let's check out Chef Art Smith's Homecoming in Disney Springs. This is one of the most popular dining spots here in Disney Springs, so we are truly putting it to the test to see if it's really worth your time and money on your next Disney vacation. Whether you're here for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, this spot has always been a hit for us in the past, so let's put it to the ultimate Disney World breakfast challenge. We were just seated, we actually were seated outside right at the waiting area, so we had checked in and they let us know, first available is always going to be fastest, and if we had waited inside, it would have been a little while longer, so we went first available. They took us right out here. Very excited. They do recommend getting here 15 to 20 minutes early just because things go a little bit fast, especially on busier days. We got here about 20 minutes early and they seated us 15 minutes early, which I'm really excited about, but if you don't want to be seated that early, you can always request waiting for your full party to be there. Luckily, we were all here. And when I say we, I have a reporter with me today. We are eating outside, but let's take a glance inside. Excuse me. Chef Art Smith is kind of an artistic, rustic, southern kind of vibe. They have touches of Mickey and Donald here in the back of plates, and they even have a bar in here as well as a walk-up bar outside, which we'll show. They also have their own merchandise, which we think is a lot of fun, and I actually have 3 of these bottles at my house. They also have Chef Art Smith's own hot sauce, and this is the one that I have. We literally have 3 of these because you can grab these at the walk-up bar and take them around Disney Springs with you as well. The whole vibe is really, really nice, very kind of country chic, and they play country music the entire time, which is a lot of fun. They also have lots of Florida photos out here by the restrooms, but the one that I think is really, really neat is they have one here from the 1982 college program, but then they also have a letter here to Chef Art Smith from Kent Phillips of Professional Staffing from 1986. And it says, "Dear Art, it was so good to see you again recently and thank you so much for the wonderful dinner. Enclosed are pictures. Duncan and PJ were very impressed with your work and give me a call when you'll be coming to our world, capital W." And look, here we are now. So very cute. Now the outdoor seating area also is very similar. It's not super loud, just happy and chatty. And then here is that bar that you can walk up to. You can grab seats as well as just go walk up and grab a cocktail, even if you're not having dinner or lunch or breakfast here. Because this is the ultimate Disney World breakfast challenge, we are here for the Southern Brunch, which you actually can only grab on Saturdays and Sundays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And they have special sunrise starters as well as their shining features. And they even have some kiddo items as well. Then here on the other side we have the Rise and Shine cocktails, which are also exclusive to Brunch, but honestly they have a full bar, so I'm sure if you really, really want one, you could potentially ask your server and see what they can do for you. Now, I am from the South originally, so I have very harsh opinions when it comes to fried chicken, and I love Homecoming. This is only my 2nd time here and my 1st time for Brunch, so I'm really eager to see if this kind of holds up to the standard that Chef Art Smith has kind of created here at Homecomin. Another great thing about coming to brunch at Homecomin is after 11, if you aren't really in a brunch mood, or if some people want it and some people don't, you can actually order from the entire full menu as well. So you have both options if you're here after 11. To start us off today, we did get 2 of the brunch cocktails. Over here on the left is the Britain Peach Tea. It's Woodford Britain Barrel Select Bourbon, peach puree, and muddled with fresh peaches, famous sweet tea, and a dash of orange bitters. Then over here on the right, we grabbed the Proud Mary, which is the classic with Tito's handmade vodka, seasoned with a salt rim, celery, pickle, and olives. You can also get this one a little bit more dolled up, which you can grab it with some pecan smoked bacon, fried green tomatoes, and pimento cheese stuffed olives, but we went simple today because we're about to eat a lot of food. Okay, and to start us off after some drinks, we grabbed the thigh-high chicken biscuits, which these are actually on the regular menu for $19. They are 3 biscuits topped with Chef Art's famous fried chicken and B&B pickles drizzled with hot honey. This looks to die for. Before we dig into the biscuits, I am gonna try both of the drinks, and let's see how it goes. I love Bloody Mary, so I'm very eager to see what this tastes like. Now this is just simple. It's just the right amount of spice. I do not like spicy Bloody Marys, but it has just the right amount of kick. And honestly, it's just good. It's tomato juice, it's vodka. The tomato juice is the main flavor. You really can't taste the vodka at all, which a lot of people prefer, like myself. And overall, it's just a good, savory drink, which as someone who normally likes really sweet drinks, I can appreciate something that's a little savory. It feels weird, but also appropriate. I'm also gonna try the pickles, just, for posterity. I love bread and butter pickles. I love how sweet they are. And I think the juice itself hasn't really impacted the taste of the Bloody Mary, but eating them on their own, it's just a nice kind of sweet follow-up to that savory drink. Next up, I'm gonna try the bourbon peach tea. Okay, so I am not a huge bourbon fan, but I actually weirdly really like this. Now, I could not drink an entire one on my own, but if you like sweet tea, especially with that peach flavor, this is really nice. The bourbon flavor is definitely there, a lot more so than the Bloody Mary, but it's not overwhelming. It's not really overpowering, I should say. It's good bourbon. It's pretty high quality. Our reporter that's with me really loves bourbon, says it really is a nice balance. There's a lot of that peach flavoring, which I'm kind of surprised at, and then the nice balance of a sweet tea. If you like a sweet tea and bourbon, this is a really great option. And our reporter who's with me is not a sweet drink person, and this is about as sweet as he can enjoy. But for someone who is a sweet drink person, this is just sweet enough that I also can enjoy it. So it's a good balance there in the middle. Now, time for this bad boy. I don't even know how I'm gonna eat this. This is actually insane. This is so good. It is their classic cheddar biscuit, which is just so nice and savory and cheesy, but then they also have the bread and butter pickles, which is nice and kind of sweet, weirdly, with the hot honey sauce that is really not hot at all. It just adds a nice glaze. The chicken itself is just falling apart in my mouth. It is so moist and tender. Now, I will say, you can get this with dark meat, or you can upcharge for just light meat. We went ahead and got dark meat. I like that. I like the texture. I like the flavor of it. If you don't like dark meat or you don't like things as chewy, definitely pay that upcharge and grab the white meat. It is incredible. There's a reason that people grab these. This is the one thing that Quincy, when we were discussing this, she was like, you have to get these, and I understand completely why. I will say, the cheddar biscuit, incredible though. It's falling apart, so I'm gonna be eating the rest of it with a fork and a knife, so maybe consider doing that instead of getting really messy first. Okay, so here it is. This is our full spread. I am starving. I'm so excited. So over here, this is the fried chicken and donuts. It is 2 pieces of Chef Art Smith's famous fried chicken served with house-made sugar donuts. And a side, which with our side, we ended up grabbing the potato gratin mash, which was highly recommended by our waiter, Marissa. Then for our other entree, we went ahead and grabbed the Hallelujah biscuit, which is an open-faced biscuit topped with Chef Art Smith's famous fried chicken, 2 over-easy eggs, pimento cheese, pecan smoked bacon, and smothered in sawmill gravy. It is basically a heart attack on a plate, which I'm very excited about. And then we also went with their famous side of mac and cheese. Because it is after 11, we can do that. Okay, here we go. I am gonna start with the fried chicken and donuts first. And if you don't like when people mix food, maybe this is your time to look away, because you can't not have a bite of these things together. So here we go, a little bit of donut, a little bit of fried chicken, and a whole lot of syrup. Cheers. I can feel my arteries clogging as we sit here, and I mean that in the highest of praise. This is so incredibly decadent and heavy, actually, which I really, really like. The donuts are super sweet but very soft, just kind of pillowy donuts. The fried chicken is so crispy on the outside but still moist. And then with all of the syrup on top, I mean, this is ridiculous. Like, full stop, full honesty, this is ridiculous, but it is so good. It is incredibly heavy, and it's a lot of food, so I truly think you could probably split this with someone. If you got an appetizer especially, you could easily split this and enjoy it. I know we're gonna be taking home so many leftovers because this is just so good, but it is very, very filling. And I understand exactly why this is so famous. This is kind of like an Instagram gotcha, interesting meal. And it's a sweet version of chicken and waffles, frankly. Okay, next, since I've not had enough cheese and meat and everything else, we're gonna try the potatoes gratin. Cheers. Oh my gosh. Just a second, please. These potatoes are insane. As far as sides go, if you can get these at any point, please get them. They are so creamy and delicious and decadent, and also very like kind of airy, which I really like. They're just that whipped. They're whipped really well, so they're very airy in their own way. There's lots of garlic. The cheese is just melted all over the top, but it's not like a crispy cheese. It's like a melty cheese. This is insane. Okay, another warning: if you don't like when things are mixed, look away. But this is the Hallelujah biscuit. This bite itself doesn't look crazy appetizing, but it's a little bit of everything. So here we go. If you took almost everything about a good Southern breakfast: gravy, biscuits, sunny side up eggs, good thick cut bacon, pimento cheese, which is any good southern item, and you just mixed it all together, you're gonna get that biscuit. That is so heavy. And I mean that in like, that is delicious, okay? That's so good. I don't even know how to really truly break it down because there is so much happening all at once. The first flavor you really get is that amazing cheddar biscuit, which is just, you can't touch that cheddar biscuit. It's so good. And it just crumbles apart in your mouth in the best way. It's very moist, very light, not dry at all, but crumbly still all the same. The egg is really nice. I like that it's sunny side up because it just adds like another layer of freshness to it. Honestly, that might sound a little strange, but it just makes it really fresh and really new. The pimento cheese is creamy and heavy, but not overwhelming at all. The gravy, actually, if you weren't fully aware of it, you wouldn't even realize the gravy was there, but it plays a really intricate role in just kind of like mushing it all together, like making it one meal. And then that bacon is thick cut, smoked, good bacon that just adds like almost like a little bit of crisp into it. That, I'm having a heart attack this evening, everyone. Thank you so much for watching AllEars. This has been the ride of a lifetime, but this might be the end because of how good this is and how I'm gonna refuse to stop eating it. Next up, I'm gonna try the mac and cheese, which we are very particular about our mac and cheese around these parts, so cheers. That is excellent mac and cheese. I'm not just trying to beat, I don't know Chef Art Smith. I don't know him. I'm not trying to say this because I like him. This is just really good, comforting food. The cheese on top is baked just enough that it's almost a little chewy, which I actually really like, and it's pretty different. The noodles are huge, but the noodles are a vessel for the sauce. And that sauce is so creamy, ooey gooey, cheesy, savory. You could drown in that. Now with both of these entrees and the sides, I still think you could easily split this and feel very satisfied, or just come really, really hungry and then be prepared to have leftovers later, which is what we did today. This is incredible. This brunch, I really don't know that I've been anywhere for breakfast that I enjoyed more in Disney World. I'm gonna think about it and then we're gonna touch back because this is about to be an entire series, so keep an eye out on the channel for that. But I feel very confident in this right now. Here's the crazy thing, friends. So you know we love to eat a lot over here. This is kind of our thing, getting to do full reviews. Well, our amazing waitress, Marissa, who has given some excellent recommendations while we were here, she let us know that yesterday they started a new menu. That they have 3 new menu items and a new cocktail, and I figured, well, we're here. And they're brand new, so you guys might not know about them yet, so we might as well try them. So we've done brunch, now we're doing lunch. One of the new items that we grabbed today is the hummingbird cocktail, which if you've never been here, the hummingbird cake is actually a really famous item. So this is banana cream rum, vanilla bean rum, muddled pineapple, blueberries, and pineapple puree served with their signature hummingbird cake in a cake pop here on the top. So very excited about this. Cheers! I can't believe I'm so lucky I get to try something new today. This was not expected, so very excited. This is actually kind of blowing my mind. This is so good. So it is banana, mainly it's banana rum. So you get a lot of that banana flavor, but then there's also a vanilla bean liqueur in there, and it is just so sweet. And that vanilla bean in particular really makes it cakey. Not, you know, texture-wise, obviously it's a drink, but flavor-wise, you kind of get that same, it's almost like a sugariness that you get from cake with the purees of the fruit in the bottom. They just add like a nice, it's almost like when you have cake and then you have like a puree or jam in between the layers of the cake, like that's what it's reminiscent of. This is so light, so tasty, almost reminiscent of a dessert drink. Very, very much one of my favorite things I've had here. It's really nice. And it would be a crime if I didn't try the cake pop, so we're gonna try the cake pop too. I didn't even get a bite. It's so good. The cake pop is so moist, and it's that same good hummingbird cake that you love. It's really nice and spice forward, which I actually really, really love. And just a fun little touch. Dessert drink. This is kind of this might be my favorite thing I've had so far. So here are the 3 new items we're going to be trying outside of the drink. The first one is up here. This is the strawberry field salad, crispy prosciutto with fresh burrata cheese, topped on top of romaine, mixed greens, strawberries, red onions, topped with a house-made balsamic dressing for $21. Back here at the back, we have the new baby back ribs, which is a full rack of ribs slow roasted for 5 hours and then basted in their house-made sweet and spicy barbecue sauce, served with fries and their brand new broccoli and bacon salad for $34. And then up here for our final last item, we have the new Arts Hot Chicken Sandwich. It's crispy fried chicken breast tossed with buffalo style hot sauce, dressed with tangy slaw, bread and butter pickles, and a drizzle of icebox lettuce. Let's dig in. Okay, we are about to dig in, and the smell of these ribs, I'm not hungry. We have eaten so much food, but I'm so excited for these ribs. Fun fact about me, this is one of my favorite things as a kid, and they gave us hand wipes, so expect things to get messy. Okay, I pulled my hair back out of the way. Cheers, I'm so excited. I love this here. I love it here. I love it here. I love it here. Okay, these ribs are really, I keep saying they're all really good. This is really good. So I love ribs. This is not gonna be like the most like, oh my gosh, knock your socks off ribs that you've ever had, but these are really, really great quality. The meat is just like falling off the bone. The sauce on it is so savory but slightly sweet, which is just a really fun like juxtaposition. The barbecue sauce is really, really nice. There's almost like a paprika kind of smokiness to them as well. I mean, they're massive as well. I like them a lot. I think easily shareable, maybe potentially with 3 people. I mean, they're massive. They're $34, so I think it's really worth the price too, especially with the quality being that high. But if you're not in the mood for chicken, these are excellent. However, if you're coming to AllEars.net, I still would say get the chicken. If you've already had it though, these are a great option to try out. And I know you were wondering, yeah, they're really messy, but like positive, not derogatory. Also, I don't know if anyone else experiences this, but every time I have baby back ribs, what's the first thing you think of?
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back.
Chili's baby back ribs. I don't want to sing loud because there's a lot of people here, but you know what I mean? The Chili's baby back rib theme song. That's what's in my head. Okay, I'm also gonna try a bite of the new broccoli and bacon salad. I'm not really a huge fan of broccoli salad, so let's see how this goes. Okay, in full transparency with y'all, I took 3 more bites of this before letting you know my thoughts because I'm quite surprised. This is actually very nice. The broccoli is just cooked enough that it's still crispy, but it's not like hard to chew. There's just the right amount, and what I'm assuming is mayonnaise on it, so that way it's not dry, but it's not like gross if you don't like a lot of mayonnaise. The bacon is so crispy and good. The red onions add a nice crunch and flavor as well. It's actually pretty good. If you like broccoli salad, I'm assuming you're really gonna like this because I really don't love broccoli salad, and even I like this. Now I will say, if you don't like that kind of mayonnaise heavy flavoring, so like if you don't like potato salad or you don't like egg salad, that kind of stuff, you probably won't enjoy this. But it's nice, light, and crispy, and I think it is a great balance to the heavy, heavy food that we've had so far today. Okay, now something I'm really excited to kind of dig into, we're gonna go ahead and start on that strawberry summer salad with all the burrata on top. And frankly, I just need some vegetables. I don't know if you guys ever get that way, but I really just need some vegetables right now. So cheers. I did not mix everything up. I got like an individual bite of each thing. I could levitate. This is so good. Burrata, honestly, you can't mess up burrata to me. Like good burrata, it's just ooey, gooey, creamy, so incredible. And then the balsamic is almost like a little sweet kind of acidity. It's really, really nice. The greens have also kind of soaked it up because of course, you know, we do our full photos and videos and everything, so it's kind of sat here for a minute and it's really soaked up all the juices from the strawberry and the balsamic. The prosciutto is so crispy and adds a really nice saltiness to everything. This is to die for. If you want a good salad that's just good because it's flavorful and tasty, not because you want a vegetable or you just prefer a salad, like this is just a good salad to have. Honestly, out of all of the things we've had today, this is gonna sound really weird. I'm in my salad era of life, so just take this as you will. I would get this salad again. Out of everything that isn't just the fried chicken in some way, shape, or form, this is what I would get again. Which if you want to do it as a bigger portion, if you want to make sure that you get full, you can add protein to this, and some grilled chicken with this would be Chef Art Smith kiss. Friends, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I feel a little comatose right now. I'm gonna take the nap of my life after this, and I'm so excited to do it. But right before we get to the nap, we have one more thing to try, and it is the hot chicken sandwich. This one is also new. Now I will say, this sandwich is massive. It is overloaded, and we've had it for so long that the bun itself has kind of not broken down, but it's not gonna support the sandwich anymore. So I'm making the executive decision to take a bite with a fork. Cheers. Okay. I just want to say kudos to all of us together for getting through this much food. We've done a really good job, just us. But this was, can you guess what I'm gonna say? Really nice. It was nice. I am not really someone who loves like a hot chicken sandwich, but this is very much Disney hot. And if you've not been around for too long and you don't know what Disney hot means, it means it's not really spicy, it's not really hot. Now this is definitely hotter than Disney spice. There's a tiny bit, sits right in the back of the throat, just a little bit of heat, but it's really more so flavor rather than heat. The acidity from that crispy slaw on top really cuts through that. And of course the bread and butter pickles also really cut really nicely through the heat, just add a really nice sweetness kind of on the end. It's like when you have, you know, sweet and sour sauce. That's kind of the vibe when you're enjoying this. It's a massive hunk of chicken though. I mean, I can't even pick it up without it being like hugely messy. Highly recommend grabbing it with a fork, enjoying it with a fork. But it's really nice. But if you're looking for something super hot that is just gonna mess up your taste buds, this is not the one. As someone who is from the South, I've always kind of avoided this restaurant in the past because I was like, it's just Southern food. I don't really want what I can get at home. It's not just Southern food. It's totally different. Definitely still worth trying out and enjoying. I have been here for personal reasons. I will come back for personal reasons. I honestly think this is one of the best dining spots in all of Disney Springs and maybe even all of Disney World. And as far as breakfast go, this is my #1 for right now. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today, for eating as much chicken as one human probably should. If you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe. Now go check out our full review of Garden Grill up on the channel now. I'll see you there.